Hello, podcast listeners. We know podcasts are a great way to catch up on a program that you may have missed on KSJE, and it's provided as a free service of this radio station. But you know, KSJE is now listener-supported, and so while you enjoy this podcast, we hope that you'll also take some time to join KSJE. Become a member today. It's quite easy to do. Just go to our website at ksje.com/support and pick the level of support that best matches your budget. Thanks again for listening. Here's your podcast. 8:51 Thursday morning on KSJE. We have an extra segment for you this morning because there's a big event coming to Farmington next week, and we hope that you've already heard about it, but in case you haven't, you're going to hear about it right now. It's the 4x4 week coming to Farmington in San Juan County. Rick Jenkins is my guest. He's here in the studio with me, the vice president of the Cliffhangers Four-Wheel Drive Club. Good morning. I'm well. How are you?
Yeah, it's great to be on talking about Four Corners 4x4 week today.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's we started in 2011 and here we are in 2025.
How about that? Yeah?
Yeah.
And this is a big deal for the area, I think, for the 4x4 enthusiasts, and it's a whole kind of part of the population that maybe, I think a lot of folks maybe know people that 4x4 or they do it themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
We live in a perfect area for this. I know, literally out the back door, right? You can get out there into the Glade and other areas and really enjoy what the area has to offer.
Yeah, so one of the convenient things and really attractive things about our area in Chokecherry Canyon is you're pretty much 15 minutes from anywhere when you're out on the trail. So if you decide to go in and catch dinner, come back for sunset or something like that, you're 15 minutes to get to downtown, maybe 20 at the most, and then you can be right back out on the rocks with your friends and stuff like that. There's great places to camp out in the Glade. There's dispersed camping, plus there's Brown Springs campground out there. There's 10 spaces that are roughly 40 feet long. So, and they have vaulted toilets and pavilions out there, barbecue grills, and all of that stuff. So it's great to come and do.
And a lot of that is from BLM, right? They put in a lot of those facilities, I think, a little bit too.
Yeah. So Game and Fish through registrations gave the BLM the money,
right.
And what that allowed them to do is build a campground. The BLM put together an amazing campground. Most places for $500,000, they put a couple concrete tables in the pavilion for $750,000. Doug McKim at the time from the BLM was able to get the entire campground done, 2 pavilions, 2 sets of vaulted toilets, and every campsite has its own little pavilion and grills, so it's really cool.
Yeah, very cool. And so the event's coming next week, starts Monday, September 1st, right?
Yeah, it starts with a local show and swap.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be at Farmington Museum this year from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and you can show up if you have stuff to sell. A single space is $25, double spaces is $45, and then all show vehicles are free.
Okay.
So, that rolls right into the meet and greet the next day, where people sign up for their Trails for Fall Crawl.
Right.
And we've got Sasquatch campers doing a night run that evening, and that's open to everybody. We meet at the canyon entrance at 7 p.m., and then 3 days of fall crawl, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Right.
The Mods Outdoor Show is going to be Thursday and Friday, starting at 3 p.m. each day. And then we have the Off-Road Downtown Takeover on Friday that comes to the Mods Outdoor Show. And of course, all of that is at the Civic Center downtown. And it's an amazing event to go to. If you haven't been, come downtown, take a look. We're going to have a ton of vendors, lots of vehicles on display. We have a flex ramp, a sound competition, and then we have Friday night, we have the Men's Health Foundation raffle for the razor.
Yeah, they're giving away the razor, right? Yeah, exactly. The Riley Men's Health Fund.
Yeah,
exactly. With the San Juan Medical Foundation. Great.
And then we're also going to have the We Rock Series Awards. And basically after Friday night, we hand it off to We Rock, and the We Rock Grand Nationals is right here in Chokecherry Canyon. So East Coast meets West Coast to see who really is going to be, they're going to take the trophy or they're
some
going to
bragging
go home
rights,
without
maybe,
it.
right? Yeah, we'll decide it. So that's it. And so they're coming back again for this competition. And again, that's another thing that I think maybe some locals don't recognize, that our area is really, I guess, known across the country as a great place for these types of competitions, right?
Right. And so if somebody that hasn't been, if you want to go to the competition on Saturday and Sunday, it starts at 10 a.m. You can go to werocklive.com and buy tickets, or you can show up at the gate and buy tickets. If you want to do any of the events with Four Corners 4x4 Week, you can go to humanitix.com, search Farmington, New Mexico events, and all of our events will come up there.
Okay.
So...
Excellent. Very good. And I think folks will really enjoy it because it's so unique and so different, and really attracts a lot of people, I think, are coming to the area. It's an economic event.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
So we typically have, 6,000 or so people roll through the downtown takeover. And
let me let that sink in for just a minute to the audience. 6,000 people are coming to the downtown takeover.
Yeah, so that's people from all over. It's all the people that have come into town to be part of this event. I looked this morning at registrations for vehicles. We've got 90 people signed up, and typically over the next week, we're going to have another maybe 30 or 40 signed up. So we'll be close to our numbers last year. And you look at these vehicles, usually there's 2.5 people per vehicle, so to speak, kind of like your readership or something like that that you look at. And so we try to do stuff for them each night. We feed them from Tuesday all the way through Thursday, and then Friday, all the events going on, we send them downtown to enjoy the restaurants, stuff like that, for lunches and all of that.
And tell me about these vehicles that these people are competing with and for. I mean, they are major investments too, are they not?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So everything from a run what you brung in the sportsman classes. This could be everything from like Sportsman C, you're running a full body vehicle that hasn't been chopped up or anything, and you can run, I believe, up to 37-inch tires. Then you get into like drag axle kind of chassis buggies. Those are like more your Sportsman B. They're running like a 40-inch tire. And then you get up to Sportsman A. It's any tire size, rear steer, all of that. And then the classes and the pro classes are similar.
Yeah.
So you have a Pro Mod class, which is your drag axle buggy. Then you have Pro Trail, which is what my daughter competes in. It's a full rear steer, 2-seater front engine vehicle, similar to the Pro Mod rules. And then other than just having rear steer, but then you have your single seat, really narrow rear steer unlimited car. And that's the top of the top right there for competing at We Rock. And then when you look at like Fall Crawl, we take everything from almost stock, slightly modified four-wheel drive vehicles all the way to extreme buggies like I was just talking about.
Right.
Because we have trails for them. And then we also slightly modified vehicles as far as the side-by-sides. Just a little bit of a modification, you can do pretty much everything out here. There are bypasses for the hard stuff you can't do, but then that goes all the way up to extremely modified. We will have a group that they are going out and doing some of the hardest stuff in the canyon with their side-by-sides as far as rock crawling.
And I think, too, the canyon also lends itself to these competitions, too, because there are different parts of it that are either extreme or not so extreme or beginner or whatever, right? So you can kind of have all that right in that area, too, which is why it's so popular, I think, for these competitions.
Yeah. It's amazing. What started in the late 90s has just turned into people traveling all over the country and into other countries doing these competitions.
Nice.
So it's been really amazing.
Very good. We have less than a minute left. Do you want to thank any sponsors before we go? And then we'll run out of time.
Yeah. So the Outdoor Recreation Industry Initiative is our title sponsor. We have Hoodoo Glass, Ultimate Performance UTV, 505 Outsiders, Custom Machine and Fabrication, Alan Elmore Properties, Canyon Off-Road Association, Off Again 4x4, O'Reilly's, and of course the Cliffhangers 4-Wheel Drive Club and Treadworks Oh, and Toyo Tires jumped in this year, so
There
it's
you
pretty
go.
cool having
Okay.
one of the major manufacturers jump in.
No kidding. Very true. Rick Jenkins, thank you so much for coming in to talk with me about this big event that's coming to Farmington beginning Monday and all next week, the 1st through the 7th of September.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast.
Very good. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
You bet. My guest this morning right here on KSJE, Farmington, New Mexico. Did you enjoy that podcast? We hope that you did. And if you did, share it with your friends. And if you really want to keep podcasts like this coming, please support KSJE. You can do it easily online at ksje.com.